Hello, divine beings, peace, love, abundance, blessings. This is AstroPapi, and I'm doing a timeless reading for the collective. Now, let's see who this message is for. All right. Let's check this out. Let's check these cards out. We have the Seven of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, and the Six of Cups. So here's the energy that I'm getting. This is a Nine of Cups. Sorry about that. Here's the energy that I'm getting. I'm getting the energy of somebody who is very goal-oriented. Somebody who understands what their dream is. Somebody understands what their life purpose is. And somebody who has made a lot of investments toward that. Now, what I'm feeling is like the universe very much gives you a strict nudge. I'm looking at a path that was designed for you, and it's very much a career that's tied into your life purpose. And what I feel is like sometimes you want to push away from this nudge. You want to go on a different path. You want a path where things are like just more, I guess, easy in the sense of like, I know how much I'm making. I want to do something that's just quick with the money and I can be happy. But I feel like spirit and the universe guide you toward a path where it's kind of strict. It's kind of like you have to go this way. The only way through is this way. And this will give you your abundance. I'm seeing the keys to your abundance. But what I am seeing is that it's something that's tied into your life purpose where it's like you do have to commit to it. It will give you the highest form of abundance. However, it is a path of trust. It is something that maybe family around you might think that is ridiculous, might not be the most supportive of. I get the energy of an entrepreneur with you, and I feel like it's tied something around wellness, perhaps the future. I'm hearing healing. So you're doing something that is sacred and something that is important. But remember that we are living in a 3D matrix. And the 3D matrix is going to tell you this is naive, this is dumb, settle. And I feel like sometimes you want to leave this. But what I'm hearing is that even when you want to, it almost feels like you're always pushed not to. And there's going to be some days that are good and some days that are bad. But what I'm kind of hearing is like, you have a lot of guides and you have a lot of ancestors who are supporting you. And you have to be trusting. You have to trust and you have to always focus on the vision. I'm seeing your third eye having like a glistening star on it. And what it looks like is like you see the visions of your abundance, of your future. And maybe your guides and ancestors show you it or glimpses of it, and you're just like, okay, how do I get from point A to point B? Because that looks like a far jump. And what I'm hearing is that these visions are meant to encourage you. They're not meant to scare you. They're not meant to overwhelm you. They're not meant to make you feel like you're delayed or behind. They're there to empower you. We have the Strength card. I feel like sometimes you feel empowered when you're with your guides, but then when people ask what you do, perhaps family members or friends, you can get a little bit like awkward. Some of you don't care. But what I'm hearing is go forward anyway and have the same conviction your guides have for you. We have the Six of Swords. I feel like you did the whole pretending to be part of society thing. You did the whole playing it safe thing. You did the whole fitting in thing. You did the whole making your family and other people happy thing. And it didn't really make you happy. And now you push yourself into a path that is tied into your journey, your true calling. But there's also this thing of like, all right, I'm in it. What now? What next? Where is it going? And what I'm kind of hearing is that your mindset needs to change. I feel like you might need to be more optimistic, and perhaps you might want to work with green crystals such as jade, green adventuring, malachite to help you in this path. The next card that we have is the World. And to me, your work is going to involve really important connections. I'm seeing connections that will pay you to travel. I'm seeing connections that want to pay for your information, for your study, for your time. For somebody here specifically, you might be an herbalist, or for some of you, I'm getting the energy of connecting with herbs, and your ancestors were a part of this. For others of you, I'm getting healer. And this might be different for different people. For some of you, I'm seeing that you write, and your writing has a lot of healing energy for the collective to share. For others of you, I'm hearing the word artist, but I'm hearing like your creativity, your artwork, it might be healing for you. Now imagine how it would be for others, how healing it would be as well. If this is resonating, please make sure to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Now we have the Tower. Why do I get like the energy of envy and the Four of Cups? I get the energy of envy. I get that you have a gift that might come very easily for you, and certain people envy it. And I also feel like you have imposter syndrome with it. And what I'm hearing is that this comes to you very naturally, and sometimes your perfectionism kind of stops the flow. When I say it comes natural, it's because you're in a flow state when you're in it. But once you allow the perfectionism to come forward, all this overthinking, all this internal self criticism, the vibe changes, the vibe shuts down. So your job is to literally just surrender to your path, to surrender to the power that you have in your path, but also in this universe given talent that you have, this ancestrally passed down talent, this skill, this gift that you have. You need to have more faith in yourself, because I feel like there's a lot of guides, there's a lot of ancestors, there's a lot of spirits who are helping you behind the scenes. And they always encourage you because they know the bigger picture. They see the finish line for you, even if you don't see it for yourself. For some of you, you're going to write a book. We have the Queen of Cups. The next card that we have is the Six of Pentacles. And you look how people are like wanting to receive from this person. That's because you have wisdom to share. You have healing to share. You have empowerment to share. How lucky are you that you get to have a career in this life you were chosen to, that is filled with your life purpose, but that also generates good karma for you and for others? How lucky are you? But you need to go forward. You need to trust. You need to meditate and ask your guides and ancestors. Literally sit down, meditate, and ask, what is the long-term goal here? What is the long-term success looking like? And allow them to show you visions of it, because they're trying to align you to something really good. And the thing is, the universe only gives us like the next step and the next step and the next step, with sometimes general, like a general feeling and perhaps an image of something, but it's not going to be where you know exactly how everything is going to play itself out, because you are here to live a path of faith and trust in your gifts, in your abilities, in your ancestors, in your guides, and in the universe. You are co-creating with the universe. The message I keep hearing is be more patient, be more trusting. Be more understanding that certain things take time too. The next card that we have is the Page of Pentacles. I feel like you should be putting yourself more out there. I see people really admiring what you do, but I feel like you have imposter syndrome. And with the Judgment card, I see this as you understanding. I see this as an angel trying to remind you, like, yo, understand what you got. Like, understand who you are and what you have. And you have guides. I see it. You have guides and ancestors who hype you up. And you're not listening to the hype. And they're not hyping you up just because they have to. They're not hyping you up for no reason. They're hyping you up because they see your abundance that you are not seeing. And they're just saying, walk this path. Don't go on the safe path. Don't go on the path of settling. You've already settled before. And yes, it might bring safety and a peace of mind. But if you just were able to breathe, trust, quiet your mind, and surrender to the flow, surrender to the path that the universe has given to you. Follow every step of the way. Follow the cookie crumbs that the universe shows you. And I'm not saying they're just giving you crumbs. I mean, like, they're giving you a trail. They're showing you the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. And you don't even realize that as you're going through this trail, you built so much already. I don't think you ever take time to look at your progress or your growth. I think you're always focusing on more, 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 more. And your heart is in the right place. The ambition is there. But I also want you to take a step back, look back. I'm seeing you looking back and seeing everything that you have walked through, all the ways in which you've grown, all the ways in which you have empowered yourself for the last 3 years, maybe even 4 years for some of you. Life purpose. I just keep hearing life purpose. Have trust. Have more trust. Have more trust. It's working out. The next cards that we have are the Death card. I almost feel like you had to leave a lot behind to be where you're at. And then we have the Sun card. Everything you left behind was for a reason. I feel like you were somebody back in the day where maybe you were more social, you were more outgoing. And then once your spiritual awakening happened, it changed a lot for you. And once you got more into your path, it feels like certain things that you were able to do that were fun, very easygoing, but were part of the matrix, they're gone now. And maybe there is more of this hermitedness. Maybe you feel alone sometimes. But what the universe is saying is that you're gonna be contributing to the collective. So you're gonna be around people who have the same value system as you, who have the same morals as you, who wanna grow just like you, who are committed to their journey, to their self-healing, their self-nourishment, their self-love. They're as committed as you, and this path is going to take you to them. The Nine of Pentacles, you have abundance. I'm hearing, for some of you, I'm hearing the affirmation, give it a year. Give it a year and see how much it multiplies. I'm hearing the words income multiplying without you even knowing it. Your income is multiplying without you even knowing it yet. I want you to set that affirmation. My income is multiplying. My bank account is multiplying every day. My money is multiplying every day. And one affirmation I always use that I just feel like sharing is, every time I spend money, I make money. Every time I spend money, the abundance flows right back. And it multiplies for everyone. The next card that we have is the Hermit. I said it. You're on the path of trust. And if you sometimes spend some alone time with yourself, that's because your guides want you to trust yourself. That's because your guides also want to talk to you more. And they want to give you guidance for what you're doing. The last card I'm going to pull out is the Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles is like feeling constricted. Like, yeah, like you have no idea what's coming for you. And sometimes I feel like you have agony with your guides. Like, this is going to work out. And they're like, you have no idea how great it's going to go. It's going to be bigger than what you think it is. Just keep going. Have faith. Write affirmations. I'm hearing script. Script your success story. Write down your success story as if it's already happening. I am thriving in my business. I am abundant in my business. All is going well for me. See how beautiful that sounds? All right. It's gonna be great. It is great. My name is AstroPapi. Thank you for tuning in. And if you would like to book a private reading with me, how to do so is on the about below. If you want to follow me on Instagram and social media, how to do so is on the about below. I am using the Bianco Nero deck, and you can find that deck on the about below. And any recommended books that I advice for y'all is also in the about below. Thank y'all for tuning in. Stay beautiful, stay abundant, stay great. I'll see you on the next video.